Hey people, it's your boy Mr.LARTZ, the Ghanaian shitter, you know the vibes, and you're now listening to Taking Notes with Mr.LARTZ. Here we discover the fears and the risks people face while following their passions. My people, regardless, we'll move. Hi guys, we go again. This is Taking Notes with Mr.LARTZ. I'm here with my guy, Mr. Kb.
Thanks for
Charlie,
having me.
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. My long time coming. But yeah, before we get into anything, obviously KB and Mr. Kwabena, Charlie, do you want to tell the people who you are, what do you do, all that jazz before we go on?
Okay. Hi everyone, what's good? My name is Kwabena, short for KB. I'm a professional dancer, a qualified dance fitness coach. And yeah, I love dancing. I've been dancing for many years. Most people might know I danced for Fuse ODG and did Antenna. Obviously, we became his official
Charlie,
dancers.
wait. You're even going too far. You're giving the people too much. Let me hold you back. Don't give them too much. Why? It's my job to give them the scope. So wait, Charlie. Anyway, obviously, KB, before you were able going to give them everything, obviously, I think even the first time I knew, obviously, we've been around and Camberwell, Slick Bricks, shout out to Nikki.
Shout out to Nikki.
That's where I think at the barber shop for a lot of Ghanaian guys, that's where we met and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, obviously I want to start from the beginning, right? Obviously, as you said that you are a qualified dancer, you love to dance and all that kind of stuff. So obviously, when would you say you realize, you know what, Charlie, this is it. Like, I love dancing and I want to do this for the rest of my life. When would you say that time was for you?
I think I realized when I was young, when I was a child, like my mom used to tell me when I was in a room, I was kicking.
Wow.
When I heard music, I got to worry. You get me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So from an early age, I used to go parties. They used to throw money on me when you dance and stuff. So from that age, I always had that idea that I wanted to go far with my dancing, but in that time I didn't know what I wanted to do with that dancing. So at an early age.
Okay, fair enough. So obviously at an early age you knew this. Obviously coming from African but more so Ghanaian background, I know how Ghanaian parents can be. You know, school, books, So you know when was the time, even though your mom herself told you were kicking the room, obviously cool, she knew all of that, but she was probably still trying to push you towards something else.
Definitely.
When was the time where you were like, okay, you know what? Nah, mom, this is it. And what were the challenges you faced, you know, during that time? You know, as a guy growing up and like, you know, I want to really do this.
Okay, so the time was, I think, when I was around 16, 17.
Okay.
And I came I came to the UK when I was like 15, 14. Okay. Like 14, 15. Came to the UK. But before I wanted to be a footballer.
Hey, wow.
Yeah. I'm a playing ball. I like playing football. So I wanted to be a footballer, but football, because they were always saying my height. Because I was short. I was short from in the UK, you need to be a certain height. Understand? But dancing was something that I was very passionate about, because anytime I dance, I feel like I'm just free from anything. I don't think about anything. My happiness is the most important thing. So So 16, obviously, I wanted to do something with dancing, but my mom wasn't that happy with it. Especially my dad was supportive, but my mom wasn't happy about me doing it. So I just carried on pushing.
Okay.
Yeah. And challenges I faced was parents telling me, come now, I sat there, I won't take you anywhere. Osaka cry, they try. Now call baby I call. So obviously I went to school, finished school, went to college. After college, I'm like, nah, dancing is something that I'm passionate in. So let me try to use a way to, just let me keep striving with dancing and see where I can go into with dancing.
So obviously, as you mentioned, that your first dream was kind of taking a knock in terms of being a footballer. So I guess, how did you take that first no? Because obviously that's the biggest thing. You know, a lot of people, when you face rejection that early in terms of a passion you have, how did you deal with, talk about how you dealt with that no in terms of football. How did you deal with that? When you had that no, what went through your head then?
The thing is, when I heard that, no, cause dancing also was in my mind as well. So I had two things.
Okay.
I feel that I was talented in. Most of my friends might say I wasn't that talented in football, but no, I was really right back to on point. But yeah, cause I was so good at two talents. Personally, I feel I was good at two talents. So, cause I had two talents in my head. So when they told me I couldn't perceive my football abilities, cause I had dance in my mind, so I wasn't really as down as people thought I'll be. So yeah,
I think obviously fast forward now, you've gone into dancing. I remember the first big video, Antenna, the Fuse one, Charlie. That video, yeah, I remember just watching that. I'm like, raw. This video it was a big thing for the scene, for the culture, Charlie. So speak to me first of all. Let's talk about that, because that era, obviously Ghanaian music in terms of Azonto was a huge thing then.
yeah.
So before that, just before that, and when you jumped on that video, where were you at in terms of what were you doing? Were you doing other shows before you did that video? And then how did that collab come in the first place?
Okay, it's like I love saying this story, and it's so very interesting and so overwhelming. Like before that era, obviously it was hip life, high life, and like we used to go parties, we used to go whole parties, we used to party and everything. So when Azonto came around that era, like I was still trying to know, cause with me, I'm a very creative person. I like to know different styles. I like to learn salsa. I like to learn different style. And back in the day as well, I used to be in a dance group called Unlimited. Me and a few of my friends. I used to do street dance. Like I was I used to do street dance a lot. I used to do cramping as well.
Wow.
I used to do different styles. So like I was very creative. So when the Azonto era came, the first video I ever saw was the kids in school. Do you remember the video of the kids in school? Yeah. And they were doing
Yeah, I saw that
video. Sako the song. So I saw that, and one thing is I love to research and I like to learn new things. So when I saw that video, I just kept on watching and I say, how can I make that my own style? So Azonto is a communicative dance. We all know Azonto is a communicative dance. So I thought, you know, how can I make Azonto my own style? How can I add my own style to it to make it different? So from then, that's when it kicked in.
Wow. So, as I said, obviously Azonto came. When it came, everyone was doing it. Yes. Everyone, obviously, we knew different dancers. Shout out to some of these dancers that are just your friends as well. But when you come to an industry like that, right, or in the entertainment industry, how did you, obviously you said you're going to make it your own thing, but did you have any doubts in terms of, oh, but Charlie Kwesi is doing it, but Aya is doing it, but Abena is doing it, this person is doing it, that person is doing it? Like, did you kind of go through that process of doubt, or did you just go, you know what, I'm KB, this is me, so I'm just going to show the world my thing? Or did you have to struggle with that a bit?
As I said before, dancing makes me happy. No, regardless what anyone thinks, and regardless how people feel about, oh, this is my style, this is my style. At the end of the day, it's what's making me happy. So if something's making me happy and I love to do it, like there was trials and tribulations, but my mind wasn't focused on that because I knew what I wanted to achieve with what I was doing. So I didn't care less about what was going on.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And would you say, obviously, what were some of the opportunities that came from that video? Because as I said, that video blew. That video is what introduced everyone to Fuse, ODG as well. So what were some of the opportunities that came from taking that risk?
Alright, before I get to that opportunity, I didn't actually tell the story of how I got into meeting Selassie and creating the video. So obviously there's a club called Gold Coast in Brixton back in the day. Like me and my friends used to go there and vibe, and I'm a type of person, okay, people think I show up, but honestly I don't show up. When I dance, there's a circle always that comes around me. So anytime I dance, there's always a circle, and people think I'm showing off, but it's not my fault. Like,
you just love to dance. I know. You just love to dance.
Anytime we go to Gold Coast and I start dancing, circle comes around me, I was dancing. Then some girl just came in the middle, started dancing, challenging me. I'm like, I'm not here to challenge, please. But if you wanna challenge me, I don't back up.
You won't back up.
So me and her start versing, and till now she thinks she wins, but I'm like, I allowed you to win.
Hey,
you get me?
so if you're seeing this, hey Charlie, if you're
she
seeing
knows
this,
already.
okay.
But I allowed her to win. I allowed her to win. So from there, I think we caught a vibe together, and like, oh, I like how you dance. She's like, I like you. We should meet up and collaborate or something. I'm like, cool. That time she was in a girl dance group, and I was in a guys dance group. But the guys dance group that was in, it's called Unlimited. But we weren't doing Afrobeats. We were doing more streets and other things. So I wanted to branch with my Afrobeat. So me and her started linking up. We did 1, 2 things, and we were rehearsing. Then we heard that Fuse released a song called Antenna, and he's doing a competition. But me and her went together. So she came out with the idea that KB, let's do something together. But I was thinking, with your girls, won't that be a bit somewhere? And she's like, no, it wouldn't. So she came to my house, came together, came out with a dance. As I said, with Azonto, my style was I wanted to make it a communicative, because Azonto is a communicative dance. So we came together, made this routine, made it so different. And around that time, there was no boy and a girl doing anything, you know. That time, there wasn't a guy or girl, true. There wasn't a boy and a girl. So we came out with it, made it very interesting, because antenna is 2 things connecting. Antenna. Do you get me? So we thought, let's make something different. With my style and with her style, let's make it different. And we made it, and seriously, since that video came, my mind was blown away. The love I was receiving from the world was crazy. It's overwhelming, man.
As you said, obviously that video did its thing, and obviously, as you mentioned, Fuse, obviously that became a connection as well.
Great connection.
Even with that, obviously Antenna comes, you do your thing, and you grow from that. I remember it's either maybe I went quiet or you went quiet, but see, let's talk from then on going forward, because obviously you had great success with that video. What was the pressures that you faced to kind of build on this thing? Obviously now you've created a platform for yourself, as you said. Now I guess you became an official Fuse dancer as well through that. So what was some of the pressure like, Charlie? Now you have to keep growing from this. Did you feel that pressure, or did you feel like, nah, let's just keep going the same way?
I felt there is pressure, because once you do something and you become the limelight, there's always that pressure on you that you need to always beat what you did. So Antenna coming, we had to try and beat that. But because Antenna was a classic, and that video is what brought everybody into I'll say Afrobeats. Not a lot of people were feeling Afrobeats like that. So that video kind of gave an open eye to a lot of people to see that. So in our minds, we were thinking, what routine are we gonna do to beat that? But we were trying to let it flow. We weren't trying to do too much. We were trying to be very creative by doing. Obviously, we did Then Just Love. We went to Offshore Circus, and we literally did it in front of us Offshore Circus. Like we timed it. We waited for the traffic to start. When in the middle did it, and then when the camera was gone. So we were trying to be very creative with it. Do you understand? And shout out to PPV Alex. He actually helped us come up with the idea to do that. So like seriously, like I know there was a lot of pressure, but I think our minds, cause me and Selassie loved what we did. Like one thing I say is pressure, Charlie. Make the pressure limit remove. So Charlie, you have to do something you love, and what you love will also touch other people.
That's true. And obviously you mentioned that doing what you love, and one thing I think I appreciate about you is a sense of taking ownership and doing your own thing. And obviously one of the things I've seen you do is KB, you move with KB, right?
KB.
Let's talk about that. How that idea come about, and what is move with KB? How would you describe that?
Okay. So let me speak about the idea before I talk about what is move with KB. So how the idea came about is 6 years ago, I took a trip to Ghana with Fuse. After the whole Antenna hype. Obviously, took a trip with Fuse to Ghana, and obviously I was enjoying myself because it's been a while since I've been in Ghana. You know, when you come come to the UK and like you don't go back for a very long time. So it's like, hey Charlie, we're ready for Ghana. So I went back to Ghana and like I was still getting so much love from Ghana. Like anytime I go, and with me, cause I'm so cool with everybody. Like I'll talk to anybody innit. Obia, I have a saying this. Obia, Obia. It doesn't matter what level you are in life, you still need to stay humble.
True.
So like I was showing so much love to people. People were showing me so much love. So I was going to the beaches. Like me, I like relaxing. I like me life. Work hard, play hard. Play hard. You understand? So literally, we went Ghana, and I went to what beach is called? I forgot the beach, but Labadi Beach. Yeah, Labadi Beach. So we went there, we were vibing, and I was dancing. So many other dancers next to me, and like foreigners saw me, and they start coming to me and saying, "Yo, can you teach us how to dance?" I'm like, me? I'm like, there's so much amazing other dancers out there, but why me? This showed that there's something about me that people find interesting. Wow. So it made me think, after teaching them, and I recorded some in it. So after teaching them, came back, called a few of my friends, and I'm like, bro, like something, I've been thinking about a lot of things. I'm thinking of creating my own like company. And I was struggling with the name. I was thinking just move with, and someone said KB, and I'm thinking that rhymes, you know, move with KB. So basically me creating movie KB is the easier and fun way of dancing and working out. I just wanted to motivate and encourage other people, all those that are struggling with learning moves, doing 1-2 steps. Like I literally can break it down to your own understanding. So that's where movie came from. That trip to Ghana. So literally, if I didn't do that trip to Ghana, I never had this idea. So sometimes you need to go back to your roots to get some ideas, to come back to reflect and know your way forward.
I like that. I like that whole going back to our roots thing. Obviously, one of the things we've spoken about, moving with KB, that's grown. Let's talk about sort of now, right? Obviously, Charlie, we did for this pandemic, Charlie, the struggles. Obviously, I've been to some sessions with Move with KB, right? I know you had sessions where people come to the studio and things like that. Charlie, lockdown came. Speak to me how you dealt with that, because Charlie, you have to be out there to get, to get paid and things like that, to go to events and things like that, the way events we did together. Well, I'll be hosting, you be a dancer there, and we'll be lively, Charlie. That's no events. So boys, they here, boys, they struggle. But speak to me. Obviously, with a lot of us, we had to all change how we're working and operating. How did you do that? What did you start to do to keep
us going? As I said before, like, cause I love what to do, I'm very motivated. Like, I'm highly motivated. I'm very encouraging. Like, I encourage myself daily. I work out daily, and cause of the love I have for working out, before the lockdown, I was working in a gym called Fit for Less Catherine. And I was doing dance fitness sessions. This is how Movie KB changed his ways, because the more I grew up, the more I started to think of ideas of changing my brand, changing it in a way. Movie KB was still there, but I was getting into the fitness aspects of it. So I was thinking, okay, I looked at Zumba. Zumba is nice and it's cool. And I was thinking, there's no African version of it. So why not create something? Because Afrobeats, we have songs, literally songs that will get you on your feet. And at the end of the day, if you dance, like, mate, how many times have you gone to a party and we dance and we're going on, we were sweating like pigs, like we literally sweating like pigs. So I thought, you know what? Why not create a program to make it easier and fun way of working out? And you're gonna shred, you're gonna burn so much calories. So thinking about it, I thought Afro motion. Afro has got that touch of African. Afro and motion, the motion meaning the movement. So I created Afro motion, and this was before lockdown. So training, teaching at Fit for Less Catherine, teaching at the gym. Then when lockdown started, I was doing events in between, collaborating with other fitness instructors, doing events and stuff. Then when lockdown started, before I was slightly depressed at home, I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? Then I heard of Zoom. I thought, you know, I've never done this online thing, so let me try it. Then I remember remember when I was doing free live sessions on my Instagram?
Yeah.
But what I was trying to do, divert traffic onto my Afro Motion profile platform.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So doing free sessions will get people to know, okay, what's Afro Motion? Who's Afro Motion? What's Afro Motion about?
Yeah.
So I did free sessions for 4 weeks.
Yeah, I saw that.
To give to people, to let people know that this is Afro Motion, this is me, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, if you find it hard going to the gym, working out, I'm trying to make it easy for you. Listen to the best Afro beats songs and work out as well.
Yeah, that's lit. That's lit. And obviously with Zoom, Charlie, if obviously you can get loads of people on there as well. I've seen it. Obviously, you've done the whole Zoom. You even the one international one, like Indian kids or something like that. I said, bro. Nah, bro. Obviously, it's great to hear that you did that. But obviously, Charlie, I know say if you were going to events, you see the money and the things are different when you're doing events and those things. That obviously, even before we started recording, we're talking about something very important to both of us, which was obviously, you know, music, Ghana music, and all that kind of stuff. Obviously. Afrobeats, hip life is the reason why you're here. It's the reason why we have Movie KB. You know what I mean? Definitely. So what would you say right now? Let's talk mainly, let's bring it to Ghana. Let's not talk Afrobeats as a whole. Because Antana fused Ghana, right? Ghana. Obviously, Ghana, even the whole Azonto thing, Azonto's gone quiet. Like we don't have, like then we got Al Qaeda, then obviously that went quiet as well. So what do you say we're at? What can we do? You know, what do you think we could do to get our sound back or to make our sound popular again?
The thing that a lot of people keep missing out is we are not Azonto or Ghana style isn't dead at all. We are still there. All we need to do is continuously support our people. You understand? That's what we need to do. And with my workouts, I like to imply a lot of Afrobeats from Ghana. Do you understand? Like my DJ that I use at the moment, obviously, my best friend, one of my good friends called Special D. You know Special D? Yeah, he does most of my, shout out to Special D. He does majority of my mixes. And I also have a Ghanaian mix called DJ AU. He does a lot of my mixing as well. So I have a lot of I tend to relate a lot in Ghana, but I feel that it's all support. It's all about support. And I feel that the new school artists and the old school artists are still pushing. But at the end of the day, we can't, if there's no support in the system, it's like me, because I'm so motivated, if you don't help yourself and don't push yourself, how is someone going to help you? And one thing about Ghanaian people, we tend to help some, I'm not saying all, I'm saying some. We tend to focus on other cultures and not our cultures. You know, we tend to say, oh, our culture are only speaking tree. That's what annoys me the most. We speak tree.
But then if we're gonna say that, one of the reasons I think my favorite guy, I think he's put Ghana, personally to me, he's pushed Ghana to where we are musically. Sarkodie has not conformed. Charlie, the guy raps in tree.
Yes. 2
BETs.
Yes.
Countless awards.
Yes.
And he's stayed consistent.
Yes.
So I don't think that argument over the speaking tree, because bro, a lot of these Nigerian artists, even though they speak in broken English,
that's what I'm saying.
They sing in their language too.
This is what I'm saying.
I sing along to it.
This is what I'm saying. It's all about support. It's all about, if you love your culture, you love your culture.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about what language the opposite person is speaking. Because we Ghanaians and we other cultures are singing to Nigerian songs. I'm not saying I have a problem with Nigeria. Africa is Africa. We need to support each other for us to grow. We are all Africans at the end of the day. Doesn't matter who's at the top and who's at the bottom. We're all Africans at the end of the day. So it's all about support. You understand? It's all about support and encouragement. But Ghanaians, in a way, my people, not Ghanaians. I can't just say Ghanaians because I'm a Ghanaian. Majority of us like to bring people down. You understand? We don't like support. So imagine everybody was in the same mindset. We're all encouraging we're all encouraging our artists. We're always showing love to our artists. Ghana music will be the same level as Nigerian music. Definitely.
Definitely. Obviously, when people think of Nigeria, they automatically think, oh, what?
And we can't always say because of their population. Okay, cool. Then again, we know Nigerians have more population than Ghanaians. But then again, at the end of the day, if there's no support, we won't grow.
Facts.
If you're always bringing me down, oh, one little thing, oh, you're dressed, oh, you're not dressed well. Oh, you're using the same beats. Like, they bore me, the thing they bore me, so.
Charlie, the bore. Aye, Charlie, let me talk about support, you know. Talking about support, obviously, what would you say, or like, obviously you don't have to mention people's names and things like that, but what would you say has been the thing, mainly in your career, from when you started to now, that's helped you grow? Has it been, I don't know, social media, events, people, like what's been the key thing that's kept KB going?
I'll say again, the love. The love for it. Do you understand? At the end of the day, there are times that I'm low. Like, I'm a type of person, you never know if I'm low. Do you understand? You never know. So me saying this, you never know if I'm low, because I'm always bubbly, I'm always smiling, I'm always happy. I'm always trying to make others happy.
So would you say, but would you say everyone should do what they love? Then?
Yeah, everyone should do what they love. I feel doing what you love pays you more money than doing a job that you don't love. Do you understand?
Sure.
And when I started, it wasn't always about money. The more I got into it and I put my heart, my soul, I feel this is my purpose.
So it's
in life.
Purpose as well, right?
Who said it? The actor that recently, what's his name again? I forgot.
Charles Boseman.
Yeah. He was always speaking about purpose. Yeah. What is your purpose?
That's true.
What were you born in this world to do? That's it.
Wow.
This is it.
Yeah,
if you know your purpose in life, obviously not a lot of people know the purpose, but in time, God's time, I always say God's time is always the best time. I've been doing this damn thing for years. For years. I told you, from when I was in my mom's womb, I was kicking. So imagine how many people disliked me and encouraged what I was doing. And because I had the love for it, I didn't listen to nobody. And from home,
that's it.
They're independent than me. And you see how God has uplifted me to this point.
That's true.
Do you understand?
Wow. Charlie, so we go in there. So passion. Yeah,
passion.
Purpose. But the biggest one, purpose and passion. Well, your purpose would, I guess, should be your passion, right?
Should be your purpose. Should be your passion.
There we go.
And the final one, God.
Charlie?
Let's be real, God, G-O-G. G-O-G.
Yeah, I see G-O-G.
G-O-G.
Hey, boy said G-O-G. English no be our first language. Hey, Charlie, G-O-G. No, but it's true though, it's true. Charlie, this is it. Charlie, thank you so much for joining me. Charlie, we're done with. Charlie, thank you again. Charlie, pleasure. Hey, before we go cry, you gonna teach me something.
Alright, so let me move. 1, 2.
Wow, what an episode. Well, I hope you had a good time. I hope you took some good notes too. And remember, don't be greedy. Share this with your family, your friends, your neighbors, and even your ancestors. Stay tuned for more Taking Notes, Mr. Lartz. And remember, one more thing. We move regardless.